So there you have it, 16 designs. Now I'm going to use the repeat feature, ask it to provide me with 16 random. You can download all 16 at once. If you scroll down on the left-hand side of Canva, you'll see this Bulk Create. So today we are going to use Midjourney to help with images to do a bulk create with Canva. And I previously showed this. I didn't use any custom backgrounds with Midjourney. So I'm going to show you how to quickly create a whole bunch of custom landscape backgrounds, create some custom quotes, and then compile it all with Canva. So we're going to start with Midjourney, because it might take a few minutes to process some of these images. Then we'll go to Gemini and we will create some quotes. We'll put it into a Google Sheet, download the file, and then when we go to Canva, we'll create the template and do a bulk up create. So first, one thing to note with Midjourney is there's various plans. There's the basic plan, there's a standard plan, and then there's some more expensive plans. If you have a need to do a lot of bulk creation with repeating prompts, then you can upgrade to one of the more expensive plans. For most people are probably not generating or repeating lots of prompts. I don't use it every single day, so I just have the basic plan, which I can make as many images that I've ever needed. I haven't gone over at this point, but for some people, it makes sense to upgrade. For this, I'm going to use the prompt to create random photorealistic landscape backgrounds. Now I'm going to use the repeat feature after the end of whatever you want to prompt. If you use the dash repeat and then a space and then the number of times. And again, the basic plan, I believe, allows you to repeat this prompt only 4 times, and other plans go 10. I think the next plan up is 10, and then the other plan is like 40. Multiply it by 4, 16 images with just hitting enter once. And again, you can obviously create more if you have a basic plan, but it just makes it easier if you're going to do a lot of bulk creation. So with this, we're going to repeat this prompt 4 times. And while that's creating, we're going to head over to Gemini. Now, for different quotes, if you have your own personal content, you can actually upload some of your own text and then reference your own writing style and ask it to create quotes with that. If you have a piece of content that you just want to pull a bunch of quotes from, you can add a file and upload a PDF or a text and ask it to extract the quotes from there. Or you can just ask it to provide you with quotes. So in this case, I'm going to ask it to provide me with 16 random quotes. All right, so in this specific case, the prompt is to act as a philosopher, write 16 quotes, modern, useful, and true, and make sure those quotes speak to inspiring and helping people with insight and wisdom. We'll just do a Control-C for copy, or go into Google Sheets. We're going to paste these 16 quotes. I'm going to leave the first cell to say quote, as that will be our reference. We will file, download, and you can either do an Excel file or CSV. I generally just do the .csv file. All right, so let's see it. Midjourney, it looks like these 16 random images were created. Now, instead of trying to click on one image and download every image individually, Midjourney has a pretty cool feature where you can download the images of the day, and it's under organize. So for today, you can select all, and it will select all the images that you created today. And in this case, I did create a few images before. So instead of going in and downloading all these images at once, Midjourney has a cool feature where under organize, you can either, if you just did this and it was the only images you created today, you could select all, or you can highlight the images that you want. And you see here, you can download all 16 at once, which is pretty convenient. We have the quotes, we have the images, and now if we go to Canva, so we're going to do, within the elements, there's different frames, different shapes, and you can customize and play around with some of the shapes. For this, I'm just going to do a simple square, and it's going to cover the whole background. And to give you an example, if you were to take an image, it just automatically crops it and puts it in there. But we're not going to do this yet. This is going to be part of the bulk create. If you scroll down on the left-hand side of Canva, you'll see this bulk create. Either upload the data or enter it manually. All right, so within Canva, there's a couple things that you'll have to do. And the first is to add some type of text. So in this case, I'll add some text. We'll do a style. And I'm actually going to want the text to be white over the image. And apply a lift effect. And in order to have images, you're going to have to use a frame. So within the elements feature, if you search frames, the frames allow you to put an image in it. As an example, if I was to just take an image here, I could pull it into the frame. And if the frame is larger, it automatically clips and crops that image into the frame. So you can do that. And they have different types of shapes of frames, and you can create your own frame. So that's pretty useful. With the text box, I'm going to make this a little larger. And now we're going to go to Bulk Create. And under Bulk Create, if you're going to do images, you can enter data manually. So I'm going to go back to here, and I'm going to copy these quotes. And we're going to add these images that I just uploaded. All right. So we added the quotes, copy and pasted these. We added the images, and then we're going to click done. The quote reference is there. So the data is connected to the quote. Now the frame we will connect to the image. All right. With that, we're going to run this. And we're going to generate 16 designs simultaneously. Looks like I may have, I had accidentally had two text boxes here. We're going to go, so that had two different text boxes. We're going to lock this, and we're going to generate it again. So now you generated 16 designs, and maybe you want to add some type of gradient this. So you could go to elements and say I want to search for a dark transparent gradient. You definitely don't want to attach it to the frame. Let's see what this bulk create looks like. It's going to be a little gradient shadow over the images. And that kind of looks cool. And so far as like manually adding the images, I know it's a little more tedious when you're doing images, and I don't believe Canva has had a way that you could bulk create just by uploading a whole bunch of images yet. So there you have it. 16 designs. And you probably, aside from going through this tutorial and watching everything, you probably could have created this in a matter of minutes on your own. Hopefully that's helpful. And if you have any questions or you'd like to see any tutorials on any tools out there, let me know.